Hello and welcome inside the Marauder Report. I'm Marshall Ferguson. This past weekend saw two Marauder teams go on the road to compete in OUA action. These teams have very little in common. One plays volleyball, the other football. One is about to begin the playoffs, while the other is only 2 weeks into their regular season. What these two teams do have in common is they both traveled to Ottawa, a city ravaged by emotion over the past week after a gunman stormed Parliament Hill on Wednesday. While in Ottawa, both men's football and women's volleyball had the opportunity to visit Parliament Hill and the War Memorial to pay their respects to the fallen corporal, Nathan Cirillo, a native of Hamilton, Ontario. I spoke to several players from both teams about their experience in sport in Canada and why they are thankful for heroes like Corporal Cirillo.
Playing sport in Canada, to me, is about everyone getting together, helping each other, supporting each other, counting on each other, and everything, doing everything together. Kind of like the monument back here with everyone paying their respects, everyone's coming together as a nation too. So that's just what Canada's all about, you know, coming together and all for one kind of attitude.
To play sports in Canada is, and to represent just being an athlete in Canada means the world to me. Everything that I've ever done has been in Canada, obviously, and I love this country, and anytime I ever get a chance to represent it, it means the world to me.
I'm thankful for sport in Canada because due to the sacrifice of a lot of people throughout this country over many, many decades, we're able to play games that we love that a lot of people on the other side of the world aren't able to, and I think this week's events were a pretty good reminder of what it means to be Canadian and what it means to be given the opportunity to do something you love, which we are at McMaster every time we step out on the field, so I'm very thankful for that.
Well, we all know about what happened here at this site a few days ago, in a really crazy twist of fate. Here we are, the McMaster Marauder football team. The young man was from Hamilton, and here we are standing at the site, and it's just very, very emotional to be here, and just so thankful for the young men who do this. And you know, in terms of sports, you know, it's just the thing about sports is you learn the things you don't necessarily learn in a classroom. That's why sports and athletics complements university education as well. There are always going to be things you learn on the court and on the football field that you just don't learn in the classroom. And this young man was pretty athletic young man, and he loved what he did, and he had a passion for it, just like we have passion for sports. And it's just so emotional to be here, and again, a very weird twist of fate.
When you're on a team, you have the support and encouragement of your teammates. You have their backs no matter what. When catastrophic events such as the ones in Ottawa occur, Canadian citizens all over the country come together and unite as one nation. It is this kind of support, love, and words of encouragement that help us get through and help us grow as a country. It is this kind of support and encouragement that we use on the court. This kind of unison makes me proud to play on Canadian soil.
Thank you to the members of the women's volleyball team and men's football program for sharing their time and experience with me at the War Memorial. After I conducted those interviews, I left my voice recorder on by accident. What I ended up capturing was Coach Patacic speaking to the men's football team the night before our game Saturday about what it means to be Canadian to him, and it sounded a bit like this.
So as we're driving down the 401 today, I don't know if you noticed, but every overpass from Ottawa right back to our hometown, thousands, tens of thousands of people took their Friday off to stand on an overpass, wear our colors, and see that kid driven home. They did. That's raw emotion, being matched with a rational, logical, thoughtful way to show our solidarity as Canadians and support that family and that regiment. And that's why I believe we live in one of the best countries in the world. It is. When you can take that raw emotion and before you act on it, think about it. And the education that we all take for granted in the world that we live in take for granted, it's, I think, one of the best countries in the world. And I've been on this planet for 43 years, and that's one of the better things I've seen from Canadian pride. Because we kind of suppress it down and we don't wear it on our sleeves like some nations in this world. But if I was ever to have a way to articulate it, I thought today that's pretty Canadian, and that's pretty cool.
Before the football game in Ottawa Saturday, the men's football team took to the field with the regimental color flag of the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders, Nathan Cirillo's home regiment in Hamilton. Cirillo dreamed of a full-time career in the military and joined the Argylls as a cadet at the age of 13. Cirillo and Marauders receivers coach Al Ananick both attended Sherwood Secondary School on Hamilton's East Mountain, which sparked the initial idea for a tribute at Saturday's game. The tribute was followed by both teams' captains joining at center field as one to salute Corporal Cirillo's service before a moment of silence.
We ask you to keep Corporal Nathan Cirillo and his friends and family in Hamilton in your thoughts.
Wednesday morning's events in Ottawa shook the collective heart of a nation and created more than a few tears here in Hamilton. But let us not remember the shooter's name or his atrocious acts. Instead, let's remember Sergeant-at-Arms Kevin Vickers for his heroism, or Corporal Nathan Cirillo for the legacy of family and honesty that he leaves behind. These are qualities which McMaster athletes strive to achieve year after year through preparation, practice, and hard work. These are qualities which will forever be attached to the names of Nathan Cirillo and Kevin Vickers, along with our eternal gratitude. For the Marauder Report, I'm Marshall Ferguson.